Hello and welcome to jobskillshare.org. This is Danish, and today I will be announcing another set of videos on our YouTube channel for our subscribers and members who are following jobskillshare.org courses, Discord community, and YouTube channel. In this video series, we are going to be uploading projects related to modern desktop administration. Now, if you know, recently we have started on Azure Active Directory skills and different type of real-world skills on our channel and courses, because we know that the technology is moving towards modernization, and this is where we are heavily focusing on MD 100 course and MD 101. Now, if you are a member, you are going to be following our learning path, which is on our dashboard, and this is where you start. And this is where we are going to add MD 100 and MD 101 since these courses are completed in our platform. Now, if you want to go ahead and start our courses, you can straight go to the courses by going to the catalog. Once you open the catalog, then you can open these courses directly from our catalog. So let me show you. This is our custom courses. These are very powerful courses. If you scroll down, this is where we are adding and telling our members that we are working on MD 100. So you can come over here and see what you can learn from this course and click on this course. It will take you directly to MD 100 course. That's the first recommendation for people who want to learn level 1, level 2, and even more advanced skills in Windows 10, because most of the companies are using this type of skills for deployments and upgrading and things like that. And now, since we are using Azure with modern desktops like Windows 10, now they are calling it MD 101. That's a part of the certification. And this is where you're going to need your own trial or subscription from Microsoft Azure, where you can have your own lab set up. Like, for example, VirtualBox, you have a domain controller already running, and you will need a Microsoft subscription over here, and then you can basically follow along what we are teaching in these project courses. If you are a premium member, then I highly recommend that you basically use your premium access, where you have a lab from Practice Lab, and we have created a full course on MD 101. You can see this is a very long course for someone who want to learn something in more detail and want to do the lab at the same time. So they can follow this course and Practice Lab videos. So you can see we have completed this right here. All of this stuff is completed. You can come over here and actually watch the video of the lab, learn it, replicate it in your own virtual environment if you have one. If you don't have one, you can use Practice Lab that we use, and then kind of do this course and learn it. So what is this video about? What are we posting on JobSkillShare channel now? It's a little different, because even though it's going to be the same projects, like for example implementing conditional access or device compliance, this is done in Practice Lab, but Practice Labs are time limited. So you do the lab, and the lab is then over, and then you're done with that. You can come back and go to the next lab, but this lab will not be available anymore. So when we post something in our project, videos in this channel, that's just to tell people that you can also use your own labs. You don't have to rely on just Practice Labs over here, because sometimes you want to keep that setting, you want to come back to it, you want to play around with it a little bit more. So with this type of videos, I think it's going to add a more additional value to our current powerful courses like this. And then you can use your own labs to replicate it and then have it in your own environment for a long time, so then you can kind of continue learning a little bit more relaxed way. So after this, our instructor will take over, and we will start with project 1 in MD 101 modern desktop administration, and we will continue projects like this to enhance and modernize this community.
Hello and welcome members. GSS Server Project 1, Configure, Update, Compliance in Azure Portal. And here in this video, we're going to use the GSS Server throughout this project, and we're going to show you these Azure features and functions by using our servers. In the PLabs, there is a limited timer. Once it expires, you cannot access the previous lab, the stuff you perform. And here we are using VMware EXI server, most famous one. And we have one server and two helpdesk Windows 10 machine. So if I open the server here, And as you can see that we have the same access like the P Labs, and here we need to execute Alt Control Del. So for doing that, just minimize the screen from there and press the escape key, click to the action and go to the guest OS, send keys and Alt Control Del. Now it will take us to the login screen. Then let me make it full screen again, and here I'm gonna log in with the password. So there you go, we are logged into the admin account of this GSS server. In the same way, we have another Windows 10 machine, so let me turn on that machine for you. And here you can see it is power off, so let me click to power on. Now this is our Windows 10 machine, and we're going to use this machine specifically in this project because we're going to manage things from Azure portal. So here there's no Active Directory, it is complete workgroup environment. This machine is separated from the domain, and here we're going to show you Azure portal and how we can trigger things from the portal, and then these settings and feature will implement it on those Windows machines, Windows 10 machines. So let's wait for the login screen. Now here to access the admin account of this machine, I'm going to log on within the administrator of the local machine. This is the local admin account we're about to use to configure things. Now once we log on to this help desk machine, this is the client machine, not the server, Windows 10 machine. We're going to open the Microsoft Edge from here, and there we're gonna navigate to portal.azure.com and then press enter. Now here let's log on to the admin account on the Microsoft Azure because we're going to use our tenant ID. And here you can see that we're about to type in the password. So it is recommended to use your admin account, but you can use another account that have the same rights, but right now I'm using the admin account. So here to configure update compliance, I'm going to click to create a resource, and here in the search marketplace I'm going to type update compliance. So it's gonna open that specific product here, and here we need to click to the create to further proceed in this project. Now here you will see these workspace options, and there on these workspace options, let's click here and create a new workspace. So click here to create a new workspace, and it needs workspace. So first we're going to define the workspace naming and then add the necessary settings. But here you can see, as I want to go with the PC-log, it's not accepting because might be it is used before or somewhere else. So I'm going to use a unique name here. So for that I'm going to use GSS-log and go with the same default subscription, and here on the resource group I'm going to create new, and I'm going to name it the same name here, going to use the same name and click OK. And if you want to change this pricing tier, so you can click here and you're going to see a flyout here on the screen, and there you can change the settings for your paying for pricing. But right now it's up to the mark, it's up to the requirement, so I'm not going to change it. And this is not the very main thing throughout this test, so we're going to skip this one and click OK. Now once you click here, it will initialize this deployment and your workspace is about to be deployed. But there is something else left which we'll cover after this deployment, and we'll show you how vital is that specific task, specific step that we are not going to perform right now. So let's wait for this deployment, and then we will proceed further and show you other required settings while you are engaged with this update compliance feature on Azure. So mostly it takes a little time, but right now it is taking some time. And the best part is what? When you initiate such things here on Azure, it will alert you on the right top corner, the message pop up that this is done, this is succeeded, this is not. So in this way you can further update it with the current and the recent details. Now here you can see that this log OS Microsoft.log analytics been configured. And now we are skipping this step and clicking OK and going to home back because I want to show you something. Now here, after doing this setting, if I go to the resource group because I want to add my machines manually. So here if I click this JSS log, this is the workspace. So here I won't find a product that requires to turn on this update compliance, and that is the Microsoft Windows Update Insights. So that is missing here. We have only this JSS-log, the workspace here, but we don't have the Microsoft Update Insights. And that insight feature, that product plays vital role in this update compliance. So I need to install that. So why I didn't have that one? Because we didn't complete this update compliance deployment creation. We clicked home and it asks us already that if you go back, it will discard all the changes. So we need to go back here and simply go to Career Resources and again open the update class. Not here. We need to type here in the search marketplace. It will display here because it is the internal product of the Azure. So if you click to the update compliance, it will take you on the same option, click to create, and here it requires web page, so which is already created. So let's select that one and click to create, and now you can see it also needs some time for deploying this new Microsoft Update Insights, because that is actually playing a vital role in whole this update compliance thing and whole this machine enrollment stuff. So that's why if you don't find that product, that entry under your JSS-log or any workspace, so you need to make sure that you created this update compliance successfully on the right way. So here you can see the Microsoft Windows Service Update Insights now added. So let's go back to the resource group and click to the update. And now there you go, Update Insights available. It is the actual solution. So to enable it, click to that option and then click on that one. And here you have this updates compliance section summary, and you can see there's nothing here, but the solution is created. So let's access this update compliance setting on the left. And here you're going to find this commercial ID key. So once you find it, just click to copy, because we're going to use that ID into our machines to make this communication, make this contact, and this two-way transferring of information and details. So for that, we need to click to this copy button and copy this commercial ID from there. And now here we need to open the local group policy, the policy that implemented on this specific machine that works on this very machine. So if you tap the local security policy, it's gonna open the security policy in its template. But right now we need what? The group policy of this local machine. So just type gp edit.msc and it will suggest you the best option. Now here in the local group policy editor, we're going to expand the administrative templates, then the Windows component, and here we're going to locate the data collection and preview builds. Now here you're going to find the configure the commercial ID. So right click to open this template, and here click to enable, and there you must paste that commercial ID that you copied from the Azure portal. So click OK, and the ID is copied successfully. Now let's configure this allow telemetry. So here click to enable, and then set this option to optional right now, because sometimes you find this full kind of options, but here The optional is the best one. You can read the details of this optional option here. So this is the grocery. So once you realize that this option is best for that, click OK and proceed. Now there you can see that we enable and configure 2 templates for this update compliance. So if we want to check and want to monitor that whether the things are working correctly and everything is up to the mark, so go to the GSS log, and if you go here on the update inside product, so right now you won't find anything. It doesn't contain anything here. So if under the compliance you click to the view the summary, so you're going to find a message here that no device has been detected. So it will take a little time to appear here. So we're going to give it some time to show the relevant details and how could we monitor our devices from the update compliance and how the things work here. So let's give it some time and then let's check this again, that how it is presenting details and how it is just assessing the whole machine and what sort of things we need to monitor through this update compliance. So I guess that's it for this time, and let's wait for the update of the new information for the assessment of the machines. So alright, so as you can see, I gave it about 24 hours, a whole day, to view this update compliance summary and the status, that whether it is start taking statistics from the client machine and it is containing the details, the update need of that machine. So let me click to view the summary and let's find out whether it gets synced or not. So here you can see that it's running initialization, and there you go. Now it's mentioning total 1 device is the part of your update compliance, and now it is available to get updated with the Azure solution. And what solution? The update compliance. So on this moment, at this point, we are successful and it is implemented successfully. And here it also contained the message for you. Need attention. Definitely it needs some kind of update on specific area of your window. So that's it for. So here you can see, if you click to this need attention, so you'll start seeing different errors and different status that needs to be fixed. And currently, if you talk about the security updates, so everything is clear and straight to understand, like the security update status, delivery optimization status, feature update status, and device issues are mentioned here, like missing multiple security updates. This issue occurs when a device is behind 2 or more security updates. So from here, once you read that stuff, so you will easily realize that you need some security updates for your machine. Then you have out of support OS version. So this issue occurs when device has fallen out of support due to version of the Windows 10 running. So here you can easily understand that you should change the version. You should upgrade your Windows OS to the latest one, to the new one. And if you further scroll down, so you will find that why things got failed, what are the update issues your machine and this Azure connection are having. So failed, this issue occurs when an error halts the process of the downloading and applying updates on the device. Some of these errors may be transient, but you should be investigated further to be sure. And the progress is stalled. All and everything is mentioned. Now on the left you can see the last updated timing is 2/8/2021, 2 p.m. So this says that it is updated on that time, because definitely we performed this lab before this 8 Feb, which is now today is the 9th, and we covered this lab 2 days back. We started this lab. So as you can see, all the errors that are mentioned here is completely fixed, and need attention contains 0. So all the issues been resolved. You need 2 kinds of updates: security updates and the feature updates, and it is now, you can see, the 100%. So it says there were issues, but now the issues are resolved, and here 0 device issues is mentioned. So with the last update from the zero update compliance feature, it is now fixed and resolved and updated. So that's what we're trying to check here and find out. And if you click on it, so you're going to find overall security updates, it's to what? Up to date 100%. So that's what we need. And here in the need attention, there's 0 written. That means there is 0 device that need attention. And feature update and security update is done. And here's the status on the right. So definitely it takes time to update machines, to cover statistics, and then analyze that what are the need of that machine, of that specific operating system, Windows 10. But it fix things with the time. So that's it. That's all about our project. We successfully achieved that, and we are done here. So that's all. Thanks for watching.